7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check right, check right. Watching it right. He's telling me.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Gordon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64, weak. Under coach.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Don't get nervous.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here's
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. What? Echo! Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Let it go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Gets it to Gordon. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
50, Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Kill.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 45.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jim. Middle. Jim.
Jones. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
36.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Flush. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Check 6 guys. Hey, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah, baby. On the double. Over. Mike is a 15. Check Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. 16 yards, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Ingram again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's get off the field, defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second down 6 at the 44-yard line.
Again, a run with Conner. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Left 30. Watch corner. Watch tight. Tight is right. Four down. Hey, Zoo.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Tight 50.
They'll run for it with Conner. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A gain of 3, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that